Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Friday morning. It is the second day of February 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office. And as I look out the window from the home office, it's cloudy, although looks like there's some breaks in the clouds, not many. And everything's wet, just had some rain go by the home office. And we'll also continue to see occasional showers during the day today. Today is going to end up being a lot like yesterday, with a shower that goes by. There may be a few breaks in the overcast for some sun, but today's just one of those on again, off again, showery kind of days. Now, there is snow falling in the Sierra. There are chain controls up right now on 80 and 50. Today also might be one of those days where chain controls get lifted for a while, and then another little band of snow goes by and the chain controls go back up. I think it's going to be one of those kind of days. But what we're really going to focus on today is the storm on Sunday. It's looking really interesting, and in all aspects, in terms of the rain we'll see, in terms of the snow we'll see, but maybe more importantly, the wind we're going to see. But it's not going to be windy everywhere. It's really an interesting situation setting up for Sunday. Let me start with what's happening this morning. This is the radar as of about 8:30 or so. And yeah, as you can see, we have these little showers that go by here and there, and then it dries out. We just have this flow coming off the Pacific, which just has this enough moisture in it, and the air is just cold enough to give us enough instability and lift, and just get these occasional showers. So it's certainly not an all-day rain. You know, places like Sacramento and Stockton, Modesto may end up with a tenth of an inch of rain today or less, but it'll just seem like it rained all day. You know, it's one of those sorts of things. The foothills, we could end up with a couple of tenths of an inch of rain today, and we are getting snow in the Sierra. We'll end up with a few inches of snow, and enough that there will continue to be chain controls up on 80, 50, and 88, as I mentioned. All right, so let's get into the way the models depict all of this, and let me show you the way the HRRR is showing today. So this is around midday. There's a little band of rain going by. There's another one that goes by in the late afternoon. There's a break. As you can see, snow in the Sierra. This is tonight around 8 o'clock. And, you know, just one of those nights that you just kind of keep the umbrella handy if you're going for a walk, if you're heading out on the town. Now, Saturday, boy, I tell you what, Saturday with all of my heart, I want to keep Saturday dry. This model wants to continue to bring a shower or two, but I really think Saturday is going to be one of those days where more of the day is dry, and you certainly, if you want to do things outdoors, Saturday is going to be your day. And I wouldn't cancel anything on Saturday. It's just, you know, I think we'll see less rain than today, so I'm trying to call Saturday mostly dry. Now, this model is going to be faster with this thing coming up from the south. I think this model is too fast with the thing coming up from the south, because this actually brings in the rain before sunrise on Sunday. I think this is going to be a little on the fast side, but this is the leading edge of what we're looking at on Sunday. So with that, let's take a look at the way the NAM shows this. And so I'll skip ahead to Sunday. Actually, this is the model that's really fast. Yeah, this is before sunrise, and it already has rain all the way up to Chico. This is a little bit faster than the other models. But let's just say this is, I'll go to 7 a.m. This is 7 a.m. on Sunday. And again, I think this model might be a little fast, but either way, strong low right here along the coast, rain, big gradient, lots of snow in the Sierra, snowing hard and windy. And this low is tapping into moisture coming up from the south. So it's funneling the atmospheric river, if you will, right here toward the central coast and feeding the moisture into Northern California. And it's going into colder air, which is why you see the snow wrapping around here into the higher elevations of Lake County and then all the way up to the north. So you get that wraparound feature, so you get snow in the Coast Range. But here into places like Tuolumne County and up toward Tahoe, warmer air will be filtering in to perhaps raise the snow levels up to around 6,000 feet. Now, the models are ending everything for the time being on Sunday night, and easing the gradient. And then this model brings in another low with less rain because there's less water around. The atmospheric river will be steered well to our south by then, so that while we will see some rain and maybe some gusty winds on Monday, it won't have the same intensity as what we're seeing on on Sunday. So it's a rather interesting situation there. Now, let me talk a little bit about the wind. So with that, I'm going to show you the NAM nest here. So this is an interesting situation. So they'll go to, this is 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, I know this is really, really tough to tell because even I'm looking at this on a pretty good sized screen and I can't even see the wind arrows here. But the wind is coming up from the south. And if I pan over this, you can see here it says it's the gust of 47, the sustained wind is 23, and the direction is 145. So 145 degrees in your compass, that's a southeast wind. A wind out of the southeast, gusting to 47 over Tuolumne County. Let's see what this says if I go up to Chico. If I'm over Chico, it says we have a gust of 18, speed of 10. The direction is from 348. So it's a north wind. So we have north winds coming down the west side of the valley, and we have southeast winds coming up the east side of the valley that are gusting at 50 knots. And some of the other models have depicted the gradient here being really, really tight, like Fairfield seeing an offshore wind and again, I'm just, this model isn't doing it, but Fairfield, I saw a model last night with an offshore wind at 30 knots and Stockton with a southeast wind gusting to 50. So it's going to be crazy. But what we think right now is that the east side of the valley and areas, let's say from Sacramento to the south, could potentially see winds gusting on Sunday morning and into the afternoon over 50 knots, 50 miles an hour, let's say. And so we have the possibility of damaging winds. And the other thing you'll see here, this is the early afternoon, is the wind is in the Sierra as well. Well, if I come back here and match it up with the what's going on, so you have snow coming down in the Sierra being pushed around by winds that are gusting over 50 and probably even higher on the crest of the Sierra. You get the idea, it's not going to be a good day to be in the Sierra. So, Sunday, we have the possibility of heavy rain in the valley, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain, although the models vary quite a bit on that, but at least an inch, I would think. Winds gusting over 50 and whiteout conditions in the Sierra. So Sierra travel on Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon, midday afternoon, it's a no-go. It's going to be, we haven't had a case like that this year. We had it a few times last year. We haven't had a case like that this year. That I think because it's a Sunday and there's heavier travel on Sunday, and because of whiteout conditions and heavy snow falling, I have a feeling that Sunday may be the first time this season that we're going to see just a hard closure on Interstate 80. Maybe not just the chain controls. No, I think on Sunday we may have the possibility of just the hard closure on 80, that they just say, never mind, we're closing down the road, and they may close it for 6 or 8 hours. So that's why I'm urging you strongly to try to avoid travel on 80, especially on Sunday. If you need to travel Saturday, that's okay. Maybe early Sunday morning, like before 8 o'clock, might be okay. But I think the rest of Sunday, either it's going to be really, really slow travel, hazardous travel, or they're just going to shut down the road. So that's my best advice for you about travel in the Sierra on Sunday, because of the combination of wind and rain. All right, I'm going to show you the GFS and the total rain accumulation here, because a couple of things I want to point out. Yesterday morning's run was really, really wet in Southern California, and this morning's run is quite a bit less so. Not that we're not going to see any rain. This is Monday afternoon. Our totals are up around the 2-inch range. The Sierra is up around 4 inches of water, but of course a lot of that will be snow, which is why we're thinking 2 to 3 feet of snow. But watch down here in the LA basin as we head into the rest of Monday and Monday night. Still, we're looking at 4 inches of rain, but this yesterday was spitting out totals that were 6-7 inches of rain. But once again, keep in mind that what we're looking at here is, with an atmospheric river, any sort of variation in the path, the track, and the duration of that atmospheric river can mean a completely different outcome. So for those of you in Southern California, or you're going to be there this weekend, anywhere from Santa Barbara, LA, San Diego, just keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and the models are still going to vary quite a bit. I've seen some people on social media put out huge numbers down there, and sometimes I think some people just look for the model that has the highest numbers and then post it. But do keep in mind that even just this one model, the GFS, has gone from 7-8 inches of rain yesterday down to 4 inches today. Not saying that 4 inches of rain in the LA basin still can't have significant impacts, but do keep in mind that if you do see somebody post something with just one number and it's a huge number, keep in mind that's just one number out of a variety of solutions, and they might just be posting the highest one. But for Northern California, an inch, maybe 2 inches of rain. I just checked with the hydro folks, and right now they still don't have any significant impacts on things like the Cosumnes River, but we may see some creek flooding on Sunday if those rain totals pan out. So Sunday's going to be the day. Monday, probably occasional showers, but I think Sunday is going to be our day to hunker down. It's going to be one of those wild kind of weather days. I will do, even though it's Friday, I will do YouTube updates on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, just to keep you updated. And again, expect more model variety as we get closer to this. So tomorrow we might have more detail about how much rain we're going to see and how much wind we're going to see. So there'll be YouTube updates over the weekend. And of course, tonight I'll be on TV at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. So in the meantime, it's Friday. We made it through the week. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.